Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Zach and Tony Show. Today, our guest is an awesome person. Well, I'll just say who he is, right?
I guess.
It's Trevor Dawkins.
Fucking A.
Writer, director, actor, Neo-Futurist, and Too Much Light makes the baby go blind. Every day of every week, it seems like. We're having him on because why, Zach?
Because Tony Giammichael's gonna star in Daylight as Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, and who else is in it?
I'm helping out.
You're in it too.
Yeah.
And who's directing it?
Mr. Trevor Dawkins.
I'm directing it. Thanks for having me on your fucking show.
On this stupid ass show.
This is great.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more stupid than this.
Great.
Especially when we have a Trevor Dawkins on. No offense to Trevor.
Yeah, I get it.
I think that's all offense to Trevor, actually, the way you said it.
2 weeks ago we had Joe on,
Yeah.
and that was one of the stupidest ones just because you get
good.
Old friends are the funnest.
Yeah, it was good.
The most laid back.
He's actually just
all right. What are we doing? What are we gonna?
Talking about
Oh yeah, let's get into this. Trevor, how are you
Let me
doing?
know when I need to plug the show, and then I can.
And then I'll
Get the fuck out of here.
So
Yeah. Anyways, Daylight takes his headphones off, drops it, and walks out. Well, let's get straight into it then.
Tony asked earlier what it's called. So before we get to the next show, what is it a part of? Because I was like the film fest, blah blah blah. So go ahead.
Sure.
What's that?
Yeah. It is part of the. It came from the Neo-Futurarium Film Fest. It started about 10 years ago. It was created by an alumni named Rachel Claff and another alumni named Dina Marie Walters. And they came up with the idea. They're like, hey, we should have stage readings of awful movies. So they did it, and it was like a super big hit sellout. And they've decided to bring it back. They're doing it at the Neo-Futurists. And years ago, I saw Daylight and was like, this would make a perfect movie to see. Because I'd never seen it as a child, though I think a lot of people saw it when they were younger. And I hadn't. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. Because it's just so bad, but it's a disaster movie, and those are always great. Like People in Duress is great. So that's what the thing is. It's called the Film Fest, and it's going on. We're the opening. Our movie will be the opening, and then there's 4 other movies, and they're directed by some artists around town. Some of them are former Neo-Futurists, and others are just people you probably know. If you've ever been to Right Club, a couple of people from who perform regulars at Right Club, they're directing one. I think this group is doing Halloween 3, which would be pretty rad too. So so we're kicking off with Daylight, and Zach and Tony are in it. Tony is Sylvester Stallone. Zach's a bunch of other people in it. Yeah, and it's gonna be great. There's a lot of awesome performers who are in it. So I guess come check it out.
That's July 28th at what time?
July 28th at 8 p.m. at the Neo-Futurarium, which is 5153 North Ashland.
And that's a Thursday, right?
That's a Thursday, so you can still
Party?
go to work. I don't know. Yeah,
morning, I
you
guess.
can party. Yeah.
I got Friday off. I don't give a shit. I'm probably
There you
gonna go
go.
crazy.
You should.
Oh yeah.
So if any of the man-called Noonanites out there want to come and date,
Damn.
I'm just gonna start promoting everything in like WWE
Man
style.
called New Nights.
I mean,
All the millions of Hulkamaniacs.
are your fans called Moonanites?
Noonanites.
Noonanites?
I as of now, as of this moment.
Sounds like a
called-
strange religious cult.
What are some other bands that have fans?
Perfect.
Yeah, there's some. What are some other fans?
The Insane Clown Posse.
Insane. Aren't they called maggots?
Juggalos.
Juggalos.
Maggots.
No, maggots. Isn't that?
I would assume much, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what is that then? No, it's that Slipknot. I think they're like they're fan.
That
Man,
could be true.
that's how do you? Also,
do that?
isn't I had heard recently that Juggalos are a gang now. That it's like official.
Sure.
Or like the FBI is like, you're a gang.
Yeah, that's like a couple of years ago that
Right.
they started doing that, and they started investigating them. Really fucking silly. I mean, they're all just overweight people that paint their faces and play Warcraft all day. I really feel like Warcraft is the bane of humanity's existence.
Damn.
And they only come out of the basement every once in a while to go to act as juggalos, to go to Insane Clown Posse shows.
Concerts?
My college roommate.
I'm not
played
offending anybody
Warcraft.
out there. What's that?
My college roommate played Warcraft. He actually might listen to this.
Oh,
Steven?
well, is he overweight?
Stephen Colbert? No, he's the littlest man I may have ever known.
Same thing.
I know, yeah.
I'm kidding. But, quit the juggalos.
He had a girlfriend that played with him, and she would sit in his bedroom. It was above 318 North Harrison Street in Richmond at VCU. And they would sit in his bedroom and play. She would be on a laptop, and he'd be on his computer, and they would sit there and play, and that's what they'd do.
Yeah.
Actually, my drummer plays Warcraft, and I like him.
Well, so you got to retract your statement.
He might listen.
He might listen to
Tony,
this.
a lot of
Josh,
here's the thing. A lot of people play World of Warcraft, and I don't want to give Insane Clown Posse that much credit. Like, I don't think that they have that many. I mean, because that's like billions of fans.
I bet there's more Insane Clown Posse fans that smoke meth, or as many.
Yeah.
That smoke meth than play World of Warcraft.
I've seen it played before, and I bet I could super get into it. I've seen the world, and I bet I could super get into it.
You're talking about Warcraft. I'm still kind of in this Insane Clown Posse. I mean, Warcraft, sure. It's great. It's Second Life, but your fantasy of Second Life. Anyways.
Yeah.
So come to the film fest.
Film fest, Daylight.
Come see Daylight. I guess that's about it, right?
That's it. All right. See you
cast
guys later.
See you guys.
We got 12-pack upstairs, and it's not drinking itself, boys. I am a super fan of the cast. The cast includes, Zach and me. And,
Which, that's all you need right there, listeners.
Kirsten Reber.
Who's also a neo-futurist.
Yep.
Mike Hamilton.
Who's just a big old piece of shit.
And real piece of shit. Actually, one of our best friends. And we got who else is in the cast? Rob Wilson.
Comedian Rob Wilson.
Who's going to be on this show soon. Some down the line here.
Oh, sure. I mean, why not?
We got to. I think that's a good one. And
Bethany. What is Bethany's last name?
Bethany Thomas.
Bethany Thomas.
Who's incredible, and Jackie
Camden,
who also is an amazing performer. Yeah, we got a lot of really awesome people doing it, which I'm amazed because it's so stupid. It's a really
rehearsals have been so fun though.
Okay,
even when I was hungover last week, I was so hungover because of UFC 200.
I know you guys are real professional. It's great. You guys powered through it. I thought you guys were gonna pass out in that room.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I was getting real dizzy. Hadn't had any water.
Oh my god.
I was drinking a little bit of like bubbly water. But really fun rehearsal process. Everybody is so stupid and so funny.
Really all in. Everybody's all in.
That's you gotta be to be in a film fest.
Yeah.
And you guys picked it up right away. Like that's why I was like, I knew right away that everyone would just get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think definitely.
It's sort of a little bit like a Rocky Horror Picture Show, a little more laid back Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It's definitely That's the spirit of the whole fest. Is this like real fast and cheap and DIY and like just indulging in how bad these movies are.
Yeah,
I was in. But it's funny. Here's the funny thing about Film Fest. There's controversy sometimes over the selection of the films. So I was in Red Dawn, and people were like, "That's not a bad.
That's
film.
a great movie."
So
dude, I'm actually a little insulted that they would put that in there.
That's the thing is that there's some people. So it's interesting. We talked about that at one of the Film Fest meetings. But yeah, there's some ones that are in the canon that are not considered bad. There was one Purple Rain, which I remember raised a lot of eyebrows. People were like, "Purple Rain, great music."
Maybe they just want to make it campy.
Right. I think there's a possibility.
Yes.
And I mean, also here's the thing. Red Dawn is pretty bad.
When are we ending this? I gotta go get more beer upstairs.
We gotta get it right now? Oh, okay. I mean, it's not...
Yes, I feel you.
You know, Sheen, God.
What? I mean,
it's a little... There's parts...
like all the
it's
kids.
dated.
So...
It's real dated.
Right, but...
There's that scene where he's like, to the women, he's like, "You're gonna do the dishes!" And then like...
I can't even remember that. I don't remember that part. She
shows a dish in a woman's. He's like, well, "Who's that from the Dirty Dancing?"
Patrick Swayze.
But the young woman from it is in it too. Who dances?
Oh yeah.
But
she had the nose job like later on.
Yeah. But he's like, "Why don't you pull your weight and clean up around here?"
Wow.
Anyways, I just remember that part pretty well.
So
yes,
if a movie like that gets, flack for maybe not being such a bad movie, or maybe it is. I mean, like, where does it end then? Is there a voting process?
No.
Brings
I
the
think
movie
that's the thing is that like I think Rachel and Dina they're just like whatever.
Like,
you
you think it's bad?
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
not. Yeah, if you think it's bad, do it. And I think they have a couple rules, which is like it can't be within the last decade, and they encourage you to like make sure it's bad. Like don't do. And I guess like no one's ever challenged. I don't know if people have challenged the form and have like I'm gonna do like what's
right.
I can't add a blank for good movies.
Independence Day. That's one that comes to mind because I think it's great. But I can see if some person, especially like as kids get older, kids from back then who may not remember it when it came out in the theaters, watch it again and they're like, this is fucking. Right. This is pretty dumb.
My cousin said Terminator 2 sucks.
Right. That's
and I was like, I almost killed him.
But it's true. Like, so you think of like things that like maybe Independence Day, which is definitely now like has sort of been rebranded as a cult following that everyone like loves in this, or in the same way that like Jurassic Park in this sense is like a phenomenal movie, but you still watch it and. There's like lines that people quote because it's so
silly.
Right.
No expense. Yeah. Like, and so I think like
hold on to your butts.
Yeah, like those kind of things. Everything.
Hold on to your butts.
Everything with Nedry and there's like a harvest of things that you can like pull from that the audience would definitely be like, yeah, I remember that part. And also seeing like something so epic scaled down to stage reading is funny too. So I think it does open up. There is that. There's definitely that possibility. But who do you think's Terminator 2 is a bad movie?
My cousin. Well, he said something about the special effects, and then I was like,
those are groundbreaking.
They were groundbreaking. I was like, that's exactly what I said.
How old's your cousin?
He's 24.
Is this Mark?
Yeah. Mark comes up every podcast. Seems like
almost.
I got really upset, and then I was like, but still. Ignore the special effects. This is an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is an amazing movie.
That's a rare occurrence where the sequel's better than the original, I think.
I think, too.
I would agree. But the funny thing is that every other movie that came out after was, like, super bad. Mm-hmm. So, but then I wonder, like, when does it... How many bad sequels come out before you're like, oh, the Terminator movies suck? Like, how much until, like, the Terminator 2 is no longer... It can't stand up to the weight of the name of how bad it's got.
How many Alien... 3 or 4. It's the same thing as how many Alien versus Predator movies killed both franchises. But then Prometheus brought one back. And then Predators was actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed Predators.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Did you see... You like Prometheus?
I did.
Oh, God. Prometheus was so fucking bad.
You hated Prometheus?
Oh, I hated it.
I was all about it.
And I was excited.
I was all about it.
I was excited about... I just thought... First, it was just made... It was... nonsense. It was nonsense.
No, bro.
And there was no...
No, bro.
I struggled with it.
It was confusing. But once you YouTube the answers, you're like, it was in my face the entire time.
Also, I hated that they do this all the time. First of all, like, I think it was because I've been on this kick of, like, Nolan realism. The thing that bothered me the most was, like, immediately was those astronauts. It was like... I cannot believe you are astronauts. And I understand that that's in the spirit of, like, Alien or Aliens where it's, like, blue-collar astronauts, like that idea of, like, this sucks. But I've just been so, like, hooked on real science, like, lately that, like, when those people, like, when that guy was, like, the dude with, like, the mohawk would, like, say something shitty, and I'd be like, you're a scientist.
You're a geologist.
You're on an alien world. Why? Where's... I cannot believe you're not like, also, this is wonderful. We've discovered life.
I will say this. I don't understand sometimes. I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here on my couch watching this movie. I know 20 actors, including myself, who could do a better job than some of the people he cast in that movie. And it's really confusing, the casting sometimes in these big budget movies.
What about...
It's like, who did that guy blow, and why did you let him blow you? It's like her husband... The lead's husband, she's a great actor, by the way. She's the best actor in that movie.
Noomi Rapace.
Yeah, she's amazing. But her husband just fucking like Trevor Dawkins could have played that, and that's would have been perfect.
I also love how he was super racist against the robot. And again, it's like, you're a scientist. This is a marvel of technology. And you're like, whatever, robot.
And then the guy that hung out with the geologist who, by the way, I like the movie, but I'm agreeing with you on a lot of points here. The guy, the animal guy, the evolutionary guy that hung out with the geologist with the mohawk. Yeah, they died together.
Yeah, the two clowns.
And he was like, oh, look at this thing. It's an animal. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, how are you? And I'm like, what the fuck? You have no clue the evolutionary process of this snake. You think this snake that you think this is, and it hisses at you and strikes at you, and you laugh, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna get a little closer, because it's time for me to die. And then it's obviously time for me to die.
Another problem I have with that movie is that halfway through it was like all of a sudden there was extras in the movie. Like the whole movie was like, here's the crew, and they're going on this thing, and then like at one point, like, a door opens and there's, like, all these other astronauts. And it's like, who the fuck are these people? What are they doing here? And then, let's not forget, old boy wearing the worst makeup ever, Guy Pearce.
Steve Jobs? No.
Yeah, Guy Pearce. Yeah. Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce was so
bad. Love
bad.
Guy Pearce, though. He was not bad. Guy Pearce is amazing.
Well, his makeup was bad.
His makeup was bad.
You can't perform out of that makeup.
Guy Pearce is one of my favorite horrible movies of all time.
What's that?
Breakout. Is that Breakout?
Lockdown?
Lockdown. Love that movie. I love how horrible that movie is.
That movie, I would have appreciated that movie if it was just called Space Jail. Because that's all it is. That's like one of those,
like snakes on a plane.
Yeah, it's Space Jail. And like, that movie was so bad, dude. How did you even like that movie?
I just loved it. I had every time it's on, I had the best time.
Because that was made by, like, did Luc Besson direct that?
I have no idea.
I think it was either he did or produced it, but he's French and he has a definite idea of like how Americans are supposed to act in their movies. Because like
it reminded me of like Die Hard or Die Hard 2.
Well, yeah, it's the one because he was going for the one-liners, which like
I'm fine with that. Like you don't need to. I set myself aside. I was like, I don't need realism right now. All I need is for you to entertain me, and it entertained me. Yeah. Horrible movie though. I'm not defending it. It's a bad movie.
What are there recent movies with like one-liners?
Yeah, that are very successful. Sure, you got the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, I guess that's a one-liners.
You've got the Expendables.
Okay.
You know, it's the thing to do now. It's the thing to do now.
Well, I'm glad it's not going away. I was trying to think about it.
Me too.
You know, because that's a real great, like, before the kill or after the kill.
Kill line.
Kill line.
And they're thinking about redoing Big Trouble in Little China.
With The Rock.
With The Rock.
Right?
With The Rock. Because that's his favorite movie.
Isn't it going to be Big Trouble in Little China? No, this is a comic book. Mixed with...
What's coming out is they got John Carpenter or somehow... I haven't read the article yet. I was just really stoked. They're going to do Big Trouble in Little China... And the Snake Plissken series, the Escape from New York series.
Yeah, Escape from New York.
It's going to be a 6-comic mini-series where they meet, all the characters meet, and then they team up. And it's going to be really hilarious and over the top. And,
I love The Rock so much.
So do I. I think he's great.
Have you seen any of his movie? What has he done recently? The Kevin Hart movie?
I'd let him have sex with me.
Oh. Funny enough, there's going to be an interesting question on One Man, Two Beers, 3 questions.
Okay.
And you're kind of touching on it right now.
Okay.
So
save your love interest for the Rock.
Yeah, save your
details.
Your male love interest for that show.
All I'm saying is The Rock's Instagram, because my partner has the Instagram of all of The Rock, and it's just him holding puppies with no shirt on.
Yeah,
and it's amazing, and
it's inspiring because his Facebook page, his Twitter page, and his Instagram page are both very inspiring and fun.
Yeah, he's the nicest person ever.
Yeah.
He's like also he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Yeah,
which makes sense because he's awesome and nothing but love for The Rock. What are we gonna? Okay, you're asking me later about my love.
No, it's okay.
No,
it's totally okay. But also, it's like the guy who's gonna give that guy shit. Like,
he's so tough.
He has the ability to just work on how nice he is and how cool he is because no one's gonna fuck with The Rock.
He's huge.
He's huge. It's like who would fuck with Chuck Liddell because he paints his toenails? Like, no one's fucking with Chuck Liddell.
Does Chuck Liddell paint his toenails?
Oh yeah. He paints his toenails. He does all this cool stuff.
Cool stuff. Like painting your toenails.
I painting your toenails could be cool.
I mean, I do it.
Why
not?
I do get pedicures.
Yeah, I've gotten one. It's nice.
It's
Pedicures.
great.
Yeah.
It's great. And when you're a regular, they treat you real well.
What's funny is I got a pedicure.
That's not Trevor.
I didn't know you got a place where you're right.
No, I got a place I go. They
get
get the gunk out my feet.
The gunk out.
They get the gunk out my feet,
sucks.
and they trim my nails, and they massage from the knee down.
I can't have a human being touch my nail. I can't have it with a file. It's not gonna happen. No one is gonna get near my toenails.
Trevor, I don't think a human being touching you most of the time is a good thing at all. Just from what I know about you, you do not react well to warm touch.
It's okay. Yeah, a little bit, yes, but particularly, I was gonna get a manicure, but then there was a chair massage, and I was like, I'll do that, and that was nice. So I upgraded.
Yeah.
But I would love to, because I guess the thing is, you don't like leave a massage, and people are like, oh, nice massage. I see you got a massage. Nice massage.
Yeah.
And with the manicure, you're like, what, these? Yeah.
With these guys?
I did.
So you want something you can wear home?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I don't get manicures. I get the pedicures.
Pedicures for the feet. Okay, well, I'll give it a try.
You gotta take care of your feet.
They rub your foot with the
They do it all.
and
It's 45 minutes of them working
45
on your feet.
minutes?
Dude, of them
Oh
working
my
on your
God.
feet, man. They're and massaging from the calf down.
Something like Friends is on a TV.
Yeah.
You're just
That's
fucking
nice.
sitting and chilling, and
Yeah.
they offer you tea or something.
Dude, it's just
you know,
crazy shit, and it's like, yeah, how much is this? $35? I am ripping you off. I am ripping you off.
great. So
they clean those mothers. But what I got my one and only pedicure like a week before I joined that Degerberg. Mm-hmm. And so for the first like 2-3 months, I just had black nail polish. Nobody knows me. I don't know anyone. I'm just walking onto the mats with black nail polish on my toes, and people occasionally look down.
Are you doing fighting?
I got to start back. I took the summer off because, it costs money. I need to save money.
But you were doing jujitsu?
No,
not a lot of jujitsu, no, but kickboxing is what it is.
and it's
those
like
fighting dudes don't. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Oh, they don't care.
Yeah.
Only very rarely. I mean, you'd
but
see.
it's still a gym, and there's always the weird personalities, and nobody acts like themselves in a gym, and everybody has this other personality where it's like, can't we just talk about stupid shit for a second here? While for a quick second.
But you me as a new guy, you just catch people every now and then, be like, huh? And then once in a blue moon, someone would be like, what's with the toes?
Yeah, I can't wait till you do jiu-jitsu.
And then you
start wrestling and grappling.
Kick their jaw. That's what the toes are. One for each of my victims.
Yeah. Oh wait.
We broke it.
We broke it.
So what's going on? Why are we in? Oh shit!
You hear that? That's gonna show up too. We gotta fix it.
Just pause it.
We're gonna take a quick pause.
Sometimes this happens.
Yeah, that's good. I was wondering how more beers are brought down here.
Oftentimes there are some in that fridge, but that fridge has been unplugged.
Does Tony edit these?
Not really.
Oh, so it's you who edit. So we couldn't leave him a secret message. I guess we could.
We could leave him a secret message.
I don't know what it would be, but it's like Tony eats buckets of poop and then he pees on.
I think he eats
small dogs.
Tony eats man's butt hairs.
I've heard about that. I heard he posts a Craigslist for Craigslist, and he's like, I'm gonna just eat a lot of butt hair.
Just come over, shave him off. Let me watch. I don't want to touch you. I just want to eat the
Tony
hairs.
Just wants the butt hair. So, Tony's back.
Something was being said about
Yeah. No, nothing was being said.
No.
You're good, man. Thanks for.
Just make sure around the 23-minute mark you pay close attention. You can do it.
You guys, I saw. Can we talk about movies? What are we like?
We can still talk about movies. I think that may as well be a good theme for this. So Trevor, we didn't even give you any sort of rundown. So what happens is for like the first half hour, 45 minutes, we just kind of chat. And so far, I've been loving it.
Yeah.
Then we do a couple of segments. It depends.
Okay.
Yep.
This week I sometimes write little 3-page 3-person skits to do as radio skits.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't mention any of this.
We're gonna cold read.
I haven't read it. He writes them. I don't read them.
Let's do it.
And so that's gonna be later. But for now, I mean, I think just because we're promoting Daylight at the
Yeah.
Neo-Futurists July 28th. We might as well talk about bad movies.
Yeah. Well, bad movies,
Or
good
good movies.
just fucking whatever. Where did we leave off on before I went to get beer and the shit went?
We were talking about how Zach paints his toenails
yeah.
for each of his victims.
Yep.
For each of the victims.
And that's right around
That's where we laughed.
of the people he's knocked out in
Yeah.
his
Yep.
Shudo kickboxing.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet.
His name is his name is the Painter.
They don't let me fight actual people yet. I don't know if it's because they're scared of me.
I mean, you're large. You're a big guy,
dude. Right.
So
You can tell that they like me. The instructors like me, which I enjoy.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Guys,
Because you're a nice guy and you're a big guy. You're not coming
Right.
in there with the same bullshit they see every day, which
Right.
is some fucking power lifter,
Right.
bodybuilder who thinks they're just going to come in and smash everybody.
Right.
Like, they're douchebags beyond belief, that enter gyms. And you know.
Yeah, definitely.
like,
There's a lot of interesting personalities.
a lot of interesting personalities.
I saw Batman vs Superman director's cut last
yeah.
night. I'd never seen it. Have you seen Batman vs Superman?
That's the way I want to watch it. I haven't seen it because the only option I've had is to buy it, and I don't want to buy it.
I saw the theatrical version.
I want to rent it.
I cased and I bought it. I don't know why I did it, but I bought it. I watched it, and everyone was like, "That's a hot piece of garbage trash that was made," and someone set it on fire. And I was like, you know what? I got the whole evening off. It's 3 hours long. There's something about like
I would
the
love
event
that.
of watching a movie,
Yes.
like
As big as that, too.
I was like home alone. It felt good. I was like, let's
Ooh.
do this. But yeah, it was. I won't talk about it. If you haven't seen it, I won't talk about it.
Well, what?
I've already heard bad stuff.
Yeah. What was?
That's what everyone said was bad. And okay, I'll say this: Jesse Eisenberg was atrocious.
Horrible.
Like it was
Horrible.
Horrible casting.
and I'm not. Yeah.
Horrible casting.
Also, the character didn't make any sense, but he didn't do any favors by performing like a bucket of pee trying to have sex with an accordion.
like a
it was-
child. You cast somebody who played it like a child. He's a badass. Listen, go ahead, Trevor. Sorry.
No, it just was. I mean, the performance was absolutely perplexing, and like I'm here talking shit on Jesse Eisenberg.
Don't worry about it.
I waited.
hashtag Jesse
I
Eisenberg.
waited tables on him once. He was at a table at a restaurant I was working at. I was like, "Do you want a bagel?" And he was like, "No, I don't." And I was like, "Cool." And I was like, "Great." And then Woody Harrelson came, and that was it. That's the end of that story. But and then a week later, I quit that job. Never looked back until this moment. He was so fucking bad in this movie, like high school theater bad, like someone doing a bad impression of Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we can bring this back. We can make Dr. Evil funny again. Like it was just bad. And then like I don't know, the
That's
DC.
That's a really good description, actually. Yeah.
Just stupid. But I mean, I know they mixed up. They like messed around a lot with the DC lore and like changed a lot of shit around.
As Marvel does. But Marvel wouldn't make the mistake to cast Jesse Eisenberg as their most important paramount supervillain in the entire universe.
It was bad.
Are they stuck with him, or do they Katie Holmes him?
They could, right? What happened to Katie Holmes? Why did she drop out, or was Nolan like, fuck this?
I think she dropped out.
I thought they kicked her out.
Because
I thought it was more of her choice.
Gyllenhaal. So I've always been like Gyllenhaal is like the bad part of that movie. Like she's not good. But I think like the thing
It's
is
the role.
It's the role, and then I
Yeah.
also think Kevin Duvall was once like, well, she's trying to just work within the parameters of what Katie Holmes left her. Like if she came in with an entirely new character and like an entirely new take.
Yeah, but it's the role too.
I don't know.
You're not. It's not supposed to be this huge.
It was
you know.
that was
Yeah.
that was bad. But yeah, I mean, I could see them doing that. I mean, I'm surprised at no point. I mean, not that like Zack Snyder knows how to like direct acting, but I'm surprised at no point anyone was like, "Hey, let me see." Like early in the readings, like, "Okay, strong choice," but
Yeah.
like,
Or just was like, hey, you know, when the cartoons are doing a better job than you.
oh yeah. Well, look,
it's bad.
look,
It's bad.
the animated Batman is the best Batman ever. The dude who does the voice for Batman,
Fantastic. Yes.
he's like my
That's
favorite
fantastic.
Batman.
Yes.
But you know what? I'll say this, and you can get mad at me. Ben Affleck wasn't that bad. I think he was actually one of the better parts of the movie.
I've heard. Well, see, I'm actually
you haven't seen
I'm a Ben Affleck fan. I don't I get why people get upset with him. He went through a rough patch there of just annoyingness with the whole Geely thing and dating what's her face,
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh man, she's a babe. I love her.
Body.
But they were getting too much Ben Affleck, but I've never really seen anything that he does, he directs, and he stars in. I've never really seen a serious movie that he's done that I dislike. I didn't like Daredevil. I didn't like Paycheck.
What about Reindeer Games?
Also, a movie that could definitely be in this film fest.
Reindeer Games.
Is Reindeer Games.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that Billy Bob Thornton too? No.
I think so. No, Chicago guy.
No, it's
Forrest Gump.
Is it Dwight Yoakam?
No.
Oh, Gary Sinise.
Gary Sinise.
Yeah.
What are some other like really obscure Ben Affleck films?
I named 3 just now.
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, we did.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, it was. And then when he fights Superman, I was like, "This is fucking rad!" Like it was. Yeah. That part was great. Took a long time to get there.
Yeah,
and it was kind of like
a little convoluted.
But I had heard that someone told me that the theatrical version, like you need this half hour of the director's cut because the theatrical version is just like garbage. Like it just like doesn't make any sense. I could see it. This barely was holding together with 3 hours. I was like, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
How it's all unraveling. But I don't know, man. Everyone was saying like it's the worst thing they'd ever seen, and it just wasn't that.
I listened to a lot of nerds on YouTube, and they were saying it's not that bad. You need to give it a chance. And also, the important part is it's the first movie with Superman and Batman together in the DC universe. And the important part of that is that it happened, and it's important for it's important for the lore.
It's important for
us.
America.
I liked the Avengers though.
Oh, well, that's
first Avengers
one of the best movies ever.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the best action movies ever done. Is the first Avengers
I
movie.
agree.
Yeah,
but that's the first one in what seems to be a whole big saga of.
Yeah, right. Because they're like doing Phase 3 now.
Yeah.
Are they gonna like recast those?
No. Well, some are staying on. Like Downey Jr.'s like, I'm in it for life. This is the most fun I've ever had. And I'm like, okay.
I know
go
Chris
for
Evans is struggling.
Well, because he has other shit he wants to do. And all he does is Captain America,
right?
And small independent roles.
He nails it though.
Yeah, nails it.
Who else are they gonna put on there?
I don't know, man.
Probably some
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. Well, Captain America: Winter Soldier is my second favorite superhero movie ever. I loved what they did with that. I love that they weren't pulling any punches with how violent and horrible the lives of like SHIELD agents can be. People died in that movie. I appreciated that. It wasn't so gung-ho America, I'm a superhero. No, man. And they set the line, they set the tone what Captain America is supposed to be.
You know what?
He is fighting against America the majority of the comics, So it's good stuff.
That's what I dig about Captain America, and I think people were comparing that between like why this new Superman is like super brooding. It's not complicated anymore.
Yeah.
But you can. I think that's what is effective about the Captain America movies is you do have a character who's like pure, patriotic, and uplifting and hopeful, but still conflicted. So this sort of default Zack Snyder murderverse of
I agree.
Everything that's going on in DC. Yeah, I just think it's interesting. I guess it's a nice contrast because Marvel's like super fun time all the time, but like the Yeah, I think it's a greater challenge to like go with the genesis of the character and like go with like what's normal or what was the standard of like Captain America can't be like dark and brooding. It doesn't work. So how do you still make a superhero that's like conflicted and like that we care about that? It does happen to be literally like the Golden Boy, and they do it. And it's rad.
Do it. It's
he
rad.
Kicks ass. Rad. I think that was the number one thing that's probably how they got it to work was they're like also he like will beat the bejesus out of people. That second movie, all of a sudden, he's just like in the first movie he kind of like beats some people up sometimes does so. Also in the second movie he's like horse kicking dudes. Off
boats. And I watched Winter Soldier and I'm like, dude, like it's like. They never want to show Captain America actually killing somebody, and I watched the movie. I'm like, that guy's dead.
Absolutely,
that guy's dead. He just killed that guy. Like, he didn't put a gun to his head, but I really feel like the throat kick he did was a way worse death than putting a gun to a guy's head.
Charging up and leaping in the air and double kicking into someone's chest, which then sends them flying 40 feet off a boat. It's like, that man is dead. It's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah,
you America the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. And then he fights George St. Pierre. Mm-hmm. That was like a seminal moment. I was like, this was like a childhood hero of mine, or like a young adolescent hero of mine, and like fighting Captain America. Kind of winning for like a little bit. Yeah, it was so funny that like a lot of people who didn't know who that was were like, who's this dude? And how come like he can like fight Captain America and not like
he's George St. Pierre.
He's GSP. George St.
And the funny thing is, like, and watching it, it's so unbelievable watching any actor fight George St. Pierre and winning. It's kind of like, I'm like, he could kill everybody on this set and the camera guy and the sound guy, and then walk away.
I'd fight him.
I wouldn't. Who?
Chris Evans or
George
Captain
St.
America?
I would fight him just to feel how hard he hit, and then I would be like, I wake up in the hospital, and I'd be like, it was worth it.
I don't remember.
I would have sex with him.
I wouldn't. Maybe I probably wouldn't fight. There's certain like athletes, or certain like those fighters was like definitely wouldn't fight that dude.
All of them.
Well, yeah,
all of them. I don't want to fight any of these guys.
Totally, it's a nightmare. Because you think of like, if you're like those dudes at the gym where like the like top guy at your gym is like super strong and like is the head of the class, it's like he would get destroyed. He would get destroyed. And it's just so.
Well, Michael Bisping was talking about his interactions with Vin Diesel on the set of Triple X, the return of Xander Cruz or whatever.
Bisping?
He's in the new with a big role.
There's a new one of those.
So he got tapped to fight Luke Rockhold on 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
And he was on set. And he got off the phone on set and he goes, I gotta go, peace, and just starts running. And he said he ran like 10 miles before he was like, I can do this, I can win. And then he goes, wins the title on 2 weeks' notice and knocks out Luke Rockhold.
Wait, did he run because he was excited or ran?
No, because I gotta lose weight. I gotta lose weight. Like because he was like 25 pounds over, you know.
And then he won. And then he immediately spoiled the moment.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he
Fuck
did.
Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold's such a... Listen, I like the guy. I'm a fan of the guys. But definitely, I understand Michael Bisping's... I feel for Michael Bisping. Like, he's not a person who is going to take any emotional trite from anybody. And as soon as you, like, step in his line of view, he's just going to say something stupid to you.
Even in victory.
Even in victory. And Luke Rockhold was like, I already shook your hand. And Michael Bisping was like, oh, fuck you, buddy. You know where you are? You just got knocked the fuck out. And this is all live. I'm like,
Is he fighting again? Or who's he fighting?
Dan Henderson.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's
that's
drama.
That's the one dude I wouldn't fight. Dan
Henderson?
I wouldn't do it. What's that? Is everything alright?
That's the dinosaurs.
It's the dinosaurs.
They can't open doors, so...
They know you're here.
Oh god, that sounds scary coming through a microphone.
Are they coming downstairs?
No.
Oh my god,
They're
that's
still
weird that you
upstairs.
can hear everything. I feel like if this was a horror movie, you'd be like using this to hear the killer upstairs.
Yeah.
Dude,
maybe that is a killer.
What the fuck?
Do you need to go make sure they're not...
Oh, yeah, they're down here.
I'm getting up.
Tony's getting up to make sure the dogs can't get through the door.
Are there...
Otherwise, they may
barricading the
attack
door.
Trevor. Yes, he is barricading the door
Wait,
right
they
now.
may
He's
attack
doing it poorly. He put a green folding chair in front of the door.
Yeah, that's not gonna... And then that's a...
And that's a laundry rack, I believe.
Drying rack. All right, Tony's now...
He looks like he's juggling, trying to decide between the two.
Now he's trying to wedge the green folding chair under the doorknob, but it's too short.
It's too short.
Now it's just leaning up. Now he switched the drying rack.
Yeah. All right.
There you
Well,
go.
there you go.
Can
All
your
right.
dogs really
Yes.
open doors?
Have you met the dogs?
No, I haven't.
Velociraptors. You should watch
You'll
Joe
at least-
Carlson's video.
You should watch Joe Carlson's 1, 2, 3. There is legitimate fear when he sees the handle go.
Yeah,
and then the door opens. And
luckily, Dave is there.
Yeah.
Who's Dave?
My father.
David Gianmichael.
Yeah.
So wait, your dogs might attack me?
No, but you will get terrified.
You'll be scared,
and then they will charge you,
and they'll be
and then you
skeptical
can't touch
of you.
them.
Yeah,
can't touch them.
No,
can't touch them.
You can't hold your hand out. You can't say, "Oh, good boy." You can't look at them.
No
you can't
touching.
do any of that.
None of that. Don't even look at them. And then a half hour goes by, and then it's like it's cool.
Yeah.
Still don't touch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Did they learn this behavior together, or are they?
They were rescues. Took Danny 2 years to like our family. He's a little like pit bull mix because he has like knife wounds all over him. He's got fucking scars, beat up.
He's blind in one eye.
Blind in one eye. Hank was found in a dumpster, but he's also just a big breed, and he's very protective of the family because he's part Anatolian Shepherd and part Great Dane, and they're like very protective of flocks and families. Anatolian Shepherds like kill wolves.
And a wolf killer.
And I just now thought of this, but I think Danny, because Danny is cool with me now. Okay. I've fed the dogs, while the family's been gone once, just once. They still hate me when the family's here, but I think that Danny takes his cues from Hank because Hank is a big dog. Hank's a big wolf killer. So I think that Danny. The only reason Danny even like still is like super feisty and like protective is because of Hank. Maybe
I don't. Because I see him revert back. It's a good point, and I'm sure in some situations maybe it's like that. But when he's like by himself, and then like when somebody comes in and somebody reaches to pet him, and he's legitimately scared. Mm-hmm. That's the way he used to act. Before because there was about a year where he was like, "Fuck Hank," I'm just gonna run around like a fucking like 8-year-old high on sugar, and if anybody looks at me, I'm gonna be terrified and
bark at them.
Yeah, so he bit all of us. Danny hasn't bit me yet, but he bit everybody else in the family.
All right, and
I was always pretty cool.
They're right outside the door that's being blocked by a dryer.
They're right there. They're right there. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
For me, it's like they're my babies. They just lay on me.
Yeah. Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah. But what if I ever said that's crazy? What if ever somebody was over here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Takes a knife to somebody's throat, and I'm just like, Heinz, Klick! Or I can't speak German. They don't understand German. But I would say something, and then they would attack them. I bet they would. I bet they would.
Dog's murdered an attacker.
I bet. Yeah, I bet they would follow my cue just to be like, go.
If you got them all riled up and were like pointed to someone, get him.
Get
him.
I'm guessing.
You think they would
I bet they would because we've never. Why would we do that? But I bet they would. Yeah. I think they would.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like if they bite people who try to pet them, if like someone was coming at them or coming at you guys, dogs are smart. I mean, also they can open doors. They can open doors.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean,
the big one.
Hank's head is like a neck's length above the door handle, basically.
Yeah.
Like that's how big he is. Yeah.
Okay.
So he just comes down on it and goes.
Yeah. Just,
right. How do we get out of here?
I got it though.
Yeah.
Bro, don't worry about it, man.
He's got to corral them.
You're safe.
Okay. Just dogs.
You're safe. You're safe. Hey, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If I would have said no to daylight, would you have still done it?
Oh, that is a good question.
Because me and Zach were talking about this.
And
no, because I asked you. You were the only person I asked ahead of time.
I mean, for anyone if anyone's listening who hasn't met Tony, it's almost. I mean,
it's not that much. But I am Italian.
I mean, he's not a spitting image. I wouldn't say. But
you got a lot of Stallone.
Features. My eyes.
But also your love of Rocky in particular, but also your love of like disaster movies and shitty movies. Mm-hmm. You like the most shitty movies.
I know.
More shitty movies than anyone else.
True. Yeah, actually, I can pretty much always guarantee that if there's a shitty movie that you've seen it. So, which is good because you're a fan of them and you like them.
I do like.
Of like a lot of media and stuff. So it's always good to be able to talk to you about that stuff. Yeah, you were the only person I asked ahead of time, and then when I proposed the project, I think that's what I said. I said I have a friend who's a dead ringer of Stallone, and it was definitely like we couldn't do it without you. Yeah. I mean, who am I gonna put there? Joe Sultani? Come on.
You could. Joe would do it.
It wouldn't be. I mean, no offense to Joe.
Sorry, Joe. I want to.
Well, he's a better actor than me, but you're no Stallone.
Fighting words. Fighting words. That's right, Joe.
But then I was thinking about all the other Stallone movies that could be done. I was like, Cliffhanger's a good one. But I love that movie too.
But Cliffhanger's a good one.
I like Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And you know what? Daylight is way worse than I remembered it. And
Yeah,
you
me
said
too.
this.
I loved
Zach.
the movie when I saw it in the
I
theaters.
saw it in theaters, and I was like,
My parents hated me
great
for it.
movie. My whole family was like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen. And I walked out being like, I had a great time.
Yeah.
And I must have been like 8. I don't know, 8 years old.
Yeah.
But horrible movie. Man, rewatching with you, Trevor, was like, this is the worst movie in the world.
I was worried at first of like, because I saw it years ago being like, this would be a great movie to do. And then I didn't watch it before I proposed it. And then I watched it after I proposed it, and I was like, oh, this might actually be so bad it's not even appropriate for Film Fest. But then when I figured out the script and got the script all work together, like looking at the lines on paper, I was like, okay, these are terrible. Like it will work. Yeah. There was a part of me I was like, this is just like way too dark and weird. Yeah. And like people dying violently. I mean, I know that's like part of it. Like part of Film Fest is like over the top, but it was just like torturous, like for
long deaths.
Yeah, like
long death scenes.
Yeah, and I just didn't.
The guy that goes into the hole and then dies immediately, though.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
That guy. That is. When I saw that when we were watching it, Trevor, I was like, that's like a upright citizens brigade sketch. That's Chris Farley. Yeah. That's or Saturday Night Live. That's like. Yeah. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna stack the bodies 10 feet high. And he goes in there, his pants fall down, he dies immediately.
There's a lot of totally like hubris moments of people being like, I got this, and then like immediately you can pretty much identify
Roy Nord,
Roy Nord, played by the illustrious Mike Hamilton. Also, role originated by Viggo Mortensen.
Hidalgo.
Pre-Hidalgo.
Pre everything.
I think you all know.
Pre everything.
I think you all know Hidalgo and how famous
that
Viggo
movie is.
Yeah, cultural icon Viggo Mortensen in Hidalgo. So this is before that. So greatly unknown actor. But yeah, he plays a cocky clothing wearer. He kind of reminds me.
He's an extreme actor. No, extreme athlete.
Yeah, but he's got the clothing line.
He's got the line.
It reminds me of the dude.
Yes.
It's like because he's like a philanthropist too. It reminds me of the Virgin. I feel like he's based on the Virgin Mobile guy.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he dies bad.
Bad.
Though he does have we couldn't really, we couldn't stage it in a correct way. But I did like the fact that in the movie he like resigns himself to dying a split second before dying. He just spits on the ground. He like looks up and like all the the roof is like falling on him, and he just spits on the ground and gets crushed.
Yeah.
And then that dude gets the spike through his chest. It's violent. But I think everyone's doing a great
It's
job.
gonna be a comedy though. This is a funny movie. This is a funny stage read.
It's a funny reading, and Trevor, I gotta say, your ideas being brought up front are hilarious.
Do you know that you're
awesome.
That you're a lunatic? Is it something that resonates with you?
I'm a lunatic?
Yes. Dude. It's hilarious. The shit you do is hilarious.
The things you come up with.
All
your stuff in Too Much Light.
Hilarious.
It just gets me.
Thank you.
Dude, and you were when I did my explosion sound, and you're like, great explosion sound, good job, Tony. And I was like, we're just gonna have you do the explosion sound now. And I was like, I just did that because that's the way you did it, because that made everybody laugh.
Yeah.
And the way your explosion sounds are like what Calvin and Hobbes would make explosion sounds.
Because that's when I was a kid. I'd run around the woods and just pretend I was like in World War II.
But everybody else would go.
Trevor goes like,
well, thanks. Do I know I'm a lunatic? I don't know for sure.
I meant that in the best way possible. That was a term of endearment. Honestly,
no, thanks. I feel I'm. It's all very flattering. I'm blushing. It's all very flattering. Yeah, well, I mean, it's good because you guys are gonna make it good. It'll be It'll be fun. I'm excited to do it. I don't know what... There's a movie that comes before us. That's another thing, too, for people to know. There's going to be a preview of the following week's movie. So I think it's Halloween 3. So we'll see like a weird preview of Halloween 3.
I'm so glad we don't have to do that. I don't have the time to do that.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited that I don't have to do that, too. That's like a whole other creative thing. Yeah. I feel bad for those people. But I'm sure they'll come up with awesome stuff. Also, the other thing is it's like an hour and 10 minutes. Like, maybe. So if you want... You should come, and then we're all going to go out drinking afterwards. I don't know, probably.
We're going to get fucked up.
Hop Leaf or Cognac.
Get fucked up.
We'll get fucked up.
Get drunk. So...
And laugh.
just a great time. Just a great time.
It's fun to be doing something with Hamilton again, too.
And I'll say, before we move on, I would like to say, after last rehearsal, I went with Rob Wilson and James Mano and Marie Weigel to the Weezer concert. And Rob Wilson was like, these are the funnest fucking rehearsals that I've had. He's like, he's an improv guy and comedian. He was like, these are the funnest rehearsals I've been doing. And I rehearse for comedy.
Yeah. Oh, great.
And
that's
so
great.
he's like, he's just like having the fucking best time. Yeah. I got to agree.
Well, because everybody knows, everybody's trained, but also everybody knows there's not a lot of pressure. So it's like, be professional. But there's not that much pressure. Yeah. So it's like, be as professional as you can. Come in there, get the job done.
And get silly.
Yeah.
There's an enormous amount of pressure.
God damn it, Trevor.
I staked my whole reputation on this. I got...
The Neo-Futurists came to me and they said, Trevor, produce a good product or you're out.
Or we're out. It's all riding on this, guys.
This is 4 years, 3 years. He's done. He's written how many plays?
But yeah, no, that's cool to hear because... Sometimes, I think in any project, and I think any artist will feel this way, especially when you have to like run the room or whatever, but like everyone leaves and then you're like, was that okay? Did everyone feel taken care of? I guess the biggest priority is, and I know it's mostly just my friends, but just like making sure everyone feels taken care of and making sure everyone's just like, having an okay time. But I think that, mean, also it helps that the spirit of the room is just like a lot of old friends and collaborators working on the same thing. So that's a good thing. Zach, I just noticed your shoes and I love them.
You like these?
Yeah, those are nice.
I just got new laces for these.
Yeah, I mean, that brings the whole shoe together.
It kind of does, actually.
It really does.
And the brown around the sides.
They're Toms, actually. Got them on clearance.
Do you want to move on to our next segment?
Yeah, we should move on. The next segment is current events. I don't know, that was my theme song for that.
Current events.
With Zach and Tony. Oh, all right.
That wasn't bad.
I didn't know. I was like, don't join in. You'll fuck it up. Don't jump in there. They got it. Don't do it. You're going to fuck it up, Trevor. Like, current events.
I was actually wanting you to join in, but yeah, I can understand.
I was like, you got it. Just you go on. Don't hop in. That's like the dude who comes in with starts shredding on the guitar when you're in like doing a little jam session.
So just kicks open the door. He's got like a huge Fender stack outside, and then it's this acoustic jam session with like bongos. And he's like.
Or like those, I always think about, I rarely get to go because I'm not a musician, but anytime you go into a guitar store, almost every time I go to a guitar store, there's a dude shredding it. Just like going, just going nuts on it, which is fun and sad all at the same time.
Yep.
Now you know what it's like to be a musician. You know, hit the nail on the head.
All right, so we're doing current events. Was that what that intro was?
Yeah, our current event for this week is Pokemon Go.
Oh, shit.
Because it also ties into the next segment. Which I don't,
Holocaust Museum?
We can definitely talk about that.
Because you've heard about this, right?
Oh, I have heard about this.
Just like every fucked up... Oh, but, okay, sorry.
No, that's perfect. That's the best. I wouldn't have even mentioned that.
So, my favorite things about Pokemon Go. I don't have it. My friends of mine have it. My partner has it. I'm thinking about getting it. Do you have it?
No. I want it.
It looks awful. So there's like a lot. It looks awesome. There's like a lot of things I think is great. It's an adventure. It makes the world an adventure. But then, I love how quickly stories have come out of, there's Pokemon in front of the Holocaust Museum, or in front of there's like Pokemon in front of Auschwitz.
People are just so stupid.
I just can't believe.
Also, parents are stupid. tell your kid to put the fucking phone away.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're in the Holocaust Museum.
Don't have a
just
phone out.
Just put the phone away, period.
Just don't have a phone out.
But there's a Pikachu there. There's a Pikachu literally in front of a death camp, so you think it's a good idea to capture
in a death
Pikachu.
camp. Pikachu's in the death camp.
In a death camp. Yeah, you're like, that's a great idea. I'm going to go grab it.
The Marines did it too. They posted a picture of Pikachu over a firing line and
That's not as bad.
No, I know. Yeah, clearly
that's not as bad.
Clearly, it's not as bad.
They're yeah.
But I think so. Save from it being in wholly inappropriate places, and I've heard stories of dudes walking into bad neighborhoods and getting chased out, but also stories of dudes walking in bad neighborhoods and making friends and everyone finding it bringing people together.
I think the good of this, I'm not even fully in support of it because I feel like your ass should have been outside working out or fucking exploring nature in the first place. But if it gets kids outside and it gets them running around the neighborhood and their specific neighborhoods, or I love it. Yes, great. It's technology and natural, life experiences combining together.
Well, yeah, augmented reality, I think, will have that goal. I guess what's interesting is ultimately it is still people with their heads in their phones. I wonder if if afterwards you capture it, it's cool, you're taking a break, and it's here's 5 minutes, and now look around you, I've brought you to the Grand Canyon, my child.
Yeah.
Go look at the endless wonder.
Watch out for the bears. There's some people that are going to national parks. I posted this on my Facebook page. Well, the national park was we love Pokemon Go. Mm-hmm. Get out there, explore. Right. We love that you're out here. You get your rock Pokemon, you get your fucking tree Pokemon, whatever the fuck it is. But they're also hey, also watch out. Yeah. Don't go off the beaten path. You can get lost. B or A and B. There's also real Pokemon out there. They're called bears. They're called wolves.
They're really so
just really watch out.
And you're not gonna be able to fight them off with your Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
I choose you. No. I think. Yeah. I mean, I love it. Our theater, the Neo-Futurist Theater, is a landmark. I guess it uses Google Maps, which is probably why
it does.
It's showing up in completely inappropriate places.
It's a gym.
Right.
Yeah, no, our place is not a gym. Our place is just maybe it's a gym. I don't know what that. I don't know. But we're a thing.
The differences.
It's a hotbed.
Yeah.
Where you can go and it shows up on your map and you click on it and then a picture of our marquee comes up, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been telling people online capture a Pokemon and
then come see a fucking show.
Every 4 or 5 years, Nintendo just does something that just changes everything. Their stock went up to 9 billion more. That 9 billion more.
Right, I heard it
first
quintupled or something crazy.
Dude, crazy. It's going to be the most downloaded app ever.
Yeah.
It surpassed Tinder. It's about to surpass Twitter. And then it has Facebook.
It has, yeah. I mean, it just happened so fast.
Just like that.
Earlier this week.
Not
even a full week.
It'll never be the same. And I've even said when they do this to Zelda, because they were going to do this to Zelda.
We're gonna do it to a bunch of shit.
I am not going. I'm a big Zelda fan. I haven't played a Zelda game in 4 or 5 of the last new Zeldas. But if it's on my phone and I get to go outside and just pretend I'm Link, I'm gonna do it.
You could do that right now, regardless of the phone.
Use your imagination.
That's true.
Right? Use your imagination.
Put on a little tunic and.
Yep.
It's almost what we did as children.
It's almost. It's pretty much what we did as children.
The only thing I would hate for it to do is replace actual outside playtime. But I mean, if it's getting people out, I've heard a lot of things. My favorite is the people wandering around, not even in the national parks, just out in the woods. You go outside, even on the lakeshore. Go to the fucking beach.
Yeah,
finding dead bodies. I've heard finding dead bodies stories.
Finding bodies. Also, for just finding really important landmarks in your stretch of the woods or your stretch of your neighborhood that you didn't know that were there before.
Totally.
Yeah.
You go down to the beach in Chicago on Foster Beach at night, and you'll see 100 people down there playing. Because you gotta go to different places and you gotta get water Pokemon.
Yeah,
right. I don't know much about it. Just water.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never even played it. I've just read about it.
I think there's elemental.
Elemental Pokemon. Yeah. So I think, look, I love it. We wrote a play about it. Of course, we got a play about it, and we had
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, we had everyone. So the way our show works and Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind is people bring in proposed plays to the ensemble, and we kind of democratically decide what goes in the show. And everyone brought in Pokemon plays. Everyone was like, we're all gonna try. And then what got in was a combination of all of them. So all the best parts of Pokemon Go. So if you're tired of looking at Pokemon Go, you can also come to Too Much Light and
you know what?
I recommend going to Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind anyways.
Big time.
If you're listening to this.
Yeah, big time. I've only been 4 times, maybe 5.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Nah, I feel like some friends have been way more than me. I feel like it's like so you've been in it for so long, and Kirsten's in it, and I know a lot of them now. I feel like when I don't have anything to do on a Saturday, I should just show up and go.
Sure.
And just,
you're always welcome. And I'm
it's such
going out afterwards.
It's become like a Chicago.
Yeah.
You just said landmark. That's the only thing in my head. But it's become a piece of Chicago.
Definitely.
Well, Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind specifically, but also the Neo-Futurists, which is cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I feel very honored to get to do it. I mean, that's good. Once a year is good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing it for 5 years. So, but yeah, I mean, you're always welcome. Anytime.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Of course.
But yeah, Pokemon Go, I love it. I love
the idea.
Also, just like, given... It seems like it's come at like the weirdest time and yet the most appropriate time.
Yeah.
Where like so much is going on in the world and it's like so crazy out there right now that it like for some reason feels strangely fitting and not in like a shitty ironic way.
I agree with you.
Being snarky, like, well, of course this is like, but in a way it's like, okay, here's like this weird. Granted, it like is completely based on like escaping reality.
Yeah.
But.
In a weird way, it also brings you to real reality, to reality
with people, with actual people.
Yeah.
Too.
So I think I'm all for it. I think it's great. Are you sneaking for another beer? Is that what's going on?
All right, Tony's gonna get another beer. I'm gonna shuffle these.
We're doing a skit.
We're gonna do a skit. The next segment is called 3 Minutes of Pain. We're gonna do 3 minutes of pain while Tony opens up
3 minutes of pain,
motherfuckers.
It's not good. It's bad. It's pain.
So, my prompt.
Kidding me? There's no more beer? Wait, there's way more beer. There's so much more beer.
Give him that cold one.
No, I want this one.
All right, never mind. Sorry.
You're gonna give me warm beer?
I just want the bad beer.
I hope your dog mauls you.
I'm gonna get good beer.
All right. You're gonna get a nice beer. Okay, so and I'll introduce this segment while he's gone.
Okay,
it's ridiculous. This is 3 Minutes of Pain.
3 Minutes of Pain.
This is the 3rd installment of 3 Minutes of Pain.
Oh, shit. How many shows have you guys done?
This will be the 12th or 13th.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, cool. So this is called "What's Behind the Dumpster" by Zach Finch.
Okay.
My prompt today was given to me by a great friend of mine from back in Virginia. He's an auto mechanic, a premier auto mechanic in Manassas, Virginia.
Okay.
His name is Michael Dunn. He wanted me to write about Pokemon Go.
Thank you, Michael.
Which ties right into our last segment. What is your what's the character that you got?
I got Higgins.
You got Higgins. Okay, so you're the old officer on the force. You're like the old veteran.
Okay.
And your partner is Mortimer.
Mortimer. Who's more? Are you Mortimer?
I'm actually Mitch. Tony's Mortimer. Tony's gonna be Mortimer. He's your green new officer.
Okay.
Who's just come with you.
Does your buddy listen to the show? Is that why he requested it, or he's just like?
No. The other 2 prompts. One was given to me by Liz.
Okay.
And the other one was given to me by Milan Wesley Powell, which was the last episode. This one, I just happened to be talking to him this morning.
We'll save these for the podcast.
Okay.
I just happened to be talking to my buddy Mike Dunn this morning, and he I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. I gotta write a little 3 to 4 page.
You busted this out in one day?
Oh, I busted
busted them out in like
an hour. Yeah.
Heck yeah! All right.
I do little to maybe I maybe edit a little bit, but not really. Mm-hmm. I'll comb over it. Tony, you're Mortimer. You're the green new officer, and Trevor is Higgins. He's your old partner. He's the old guy. He's the veteran. You're the new guy on the force.
Okay.
I'm Mitch. I'm a 13-year-old boy. And this is called "What's Behind the Dumpster" by Zach Finch. I'll also read the stage directions because Mitch has the fewest lines.
Okay.
So no,
I was
like,
gonna say no
our
Foley
guest
work.
Our guest today.
Please. I haven't said this before, but the last 2 times we did this, but as many like gasps or like weird sound effects that you can do them. The non-verbals, all of that. Just do them.
How about this?
Excellent. That's what is that? Diarrhea?
I don't. Could be anything. I don't know. I think that was sipping on a cup of water.
We can talk about this later, but I had this idea of the concept of reverse poops or reverse farts, where your like hiccups, but for your butt, where your butt would just suck up air randomly. Yeah, and it would kind of sound like that. So that's like a reverse poop. Can you imagine how painful that would be? Like all of a sudden you're walking around, you're like, oh! Okay.
I weigh 2 pounds more.
All right. Let's go. So don't read the stage directions.
I'll read the stage directions.
Am I old? Is that the thing?
You're the old vet.
And I'm a young cop.
I'm
a young. Okay, whatever. I got this. We'll figure it out. I don't know what the hell's happening.
All right. What's Behind That Dumpster by Zach Finch. Officer Higgins and Officer Mortimer slowly walk up to a dumpster located next to a normally busy street and in front of a forest. The street is currently quiet as we are in the wee hours of the morning just before daylight. Higgins and Mortimer both shine their phone flashlights toward the dumpster.
Did you forget your flashlight again?
Yeah, I couldn't find the fly swatter at home. Why am I? Yeah, I couldn't find the fly swatter at home, and we had a major spider incident. The only thing I could find was my mag light. After I put down the spider, I set the mag light down and I forgot it. That bookshelf was ruined. What about you? Where's yours?
Another anal incident. Go on, Zach.
Wait. Again? Damn, that herb is freaky.
All right, easy does it, Mr. Scared of Spiders. Why didn't you just scoop the little guy up with a tissue?
I feel it squish. It's gross. Okay, no way. Besides, it was enormous.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. We're almost there. Let's not lose them.
Huggins and Mortimer pick up their pace as they get closer to the dumpster.
Higgins.
Is it Higgins or Huggins?
Oh, sorry. Higgins and Mortimer pick up their pace as they get closer to the dumpster. Once they are near enough, they crouch with their backs against the dumpster.
Once you're on the side of the dumpster, wait for my signal.
Got it.
They slowly sidestep around either side of the dumpster. Their phones are still up to light the way. Their hands are on their guns at their hips out of habit. The air is tense. Higgins takes a deep breath.
Catch him!
At that moment, Higgins and Mortimer leap from either side toward the rear of the dumpster. Phones up. They are immediately disappointed by what they see.
Oh, fuck life.
What they see is a 13-year-old boy named Mitch coming up from his knees, smartphone in hand. Sorry, Officer Piggins and Snortimer, but I want to be the very best. So this Pikachu is mine.
Mitch! Again?
Do you ever sleep, Mitch?
Yeah, I sleep on your mama's titties.
Watch it, youngin', or I'll have Officer Mortimer here tell your mom we caught you out here blowing truckers.
I ain't afraid of this scared little bitch. If I have to, I'll just take off running through them woods, where there's plenty of creepy, crawly, 8-legged, web-spinning spiders.
He's scared of this? Mortimer's scared of the spiders?
Hey, we're in the middle of the scene.
For Christ's sake, Mortimer!
For Christ's sake, Mortimer! Get it together!
Sorry, Higgins. Look, Mitch. Higgins and I are way behind on the Pokemon Go game, and the precinct is starting to talk. It doesn't help that I have a computer-illiterate dinosaur as a partner.
What's up?
Oh, nothing, Higgins. I'm just going to get the DL on the game from Mitch here. Anyway, look, Mitch, if you join our gym and help us beat other trainers at the precinct, we'll take you on a little ride-along for the rest of the night. And when you get home, we'll tell your mom you saved a homeless man's life down by the river. We'll also tell her that you deserve every brand new iPhone for the next 5 years. Is that a deal?
I don't buy it, Snortimer.
This kid's a dick.
Your rap stinks. People pick on you all the time. Why would that matter if the guys back at the precinct are giving you shit? Why is Pokemon Go really so important to you?
Listen up, you little pissant.
There's a competition for most Pokemon caught, and the winner gets an extra week paid leave and a trip for 4 to the Bahamas. The chief seems to believe, on account of the craze, that those digital Pokemon will be worth something someday, a la Beanie Babies.
We keep telling him that this is just a highly addictive game that is fun for children and adults alike. Adults love it because it's nostalgic, and kids love it because they are addicted to technology.
Yeah, and I got paired with one adult who never played it as a kid. We're getting spanked by the other officers.
Bahamas, eh? Man, you cops are stupider than I even thought. Tell you what, you give me 2 of your 4 tickets to the trip, and it's a deal.
God damn it, you little deal or no dealing piece of trash. You listen here. You listen good. I'm going to make you one final offer, or we'll tase you and bring you in for resisting. Now, this department is old and poor, so we haven't gotten our body cameras yet, so everyone will have no choice but to believe us, God.
Besides, I did a little research. I did. Get to his right, Zach. Besides, I did a little research on you, kid. It seems like you got a little slap on the wrist at your school for trying to pass off that powdered laundry detergent as cocaine. You already got a record. Wouldn't want to tarnish it further, would you?
Well, it seems like this is your only shot. Now I'll give you 1 ticket to the Bahamas. The 3rd has to go to Herb. He'd kill me if I went without him. Do we have a deal?
Fine. I'll just have to pick up a honey while I'm down there. But do not cramp my style, pigs.
No problem. Herb and I will give you all the pointers.
Pokemon!
That's what it is. Let's just go. I'm done here. What all do you two have?
Well, my pride and joy is this Blastoise, but I also have a Charmander and Wartortle, and a Diglett.
I got one of these Jiggly Pigglies.
Jigglypuff?
Yeah, I guess. I think I have a Gryffindor.
That's Harry Potter.
God damn it, I don't know. All this kid shit runs together. Is Michelangelo one?
That's a Ninja Turtle, idiot.
Or an artist of the Renaissance.
Just follow us, Mitch. Get into the cruiser. Where else is a good place to catch these little bastards?
I heard that the water tower is full of them. Also, McDonald's was trying to strike a deal with Nintendo to get them to fill McD's drive-thrus with Pokemon to attract business.
Ooh, McDonald's. Let's go there, Higgins. They could use a double cheese.
I knew you'd like that, Snortimer.
Higgins, Mitch is picking on me.
Oh, Jesus. Now I got 2 dingbats to deal with. Shut up, both of you! We gotta catch them all!
The end.
So I totally understand how you meant to write it. Yes. Definitely seemed like we were alluding to something a little more disastrous.
That's y'all's minds, I think.
I don't know, Trevor. What do you think, buddy?
I'm digesting a lot right now of that.
I'll be listening to this part closely, Zach. How about that? And then people will have to guess parts of the story.
I think that you should, sure.
You wrote this morning?
This afternoon.
This afternoon?
Yeah.
But a good piece of writing. Made me laugh.
Good. That's what it's supposed to do.
So, moving on to our next segment. What else we got?
That could be it. What do we have?
No. We had the review.
We can review the film Daylight.
I think we did.
Oh,
we talked about it. Let's quickly review it.
We can review it.
Let's just give it the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Trevor, the way we do it, it doesn't necessarily have to be thumbs up and thumbs down. My personal reviewing method or choice or what I use is point and pumps.
Yes.
Point and pumps?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you point and
If
pump.
I point at the screen and I pump,
Yeah.
that gets
It's
one
like,
point
I like
and pump.
that.
It normally gets one of those, if there are boobs on screen, or
Yeah.
if something like the one dude dies just immediately from going to the thing.
going to
That might get a
point
point
and
and pump.
Point and pump. So, like, how many? Like, out of how
Steven
many?
Seagal neck break.
It kind of has no limit.
No, yeah, it can be whatever you want. It could be 9 out of 10, or 10 out of 10, or 5 out of 5, or 2 of 2.
I've also used boners. We've also used boners, or
Okay.
wet sopping vaginas.
Yes.
Okay.
Sopping wet vaginas. We have used thumbs, toes, legs. Usually it's body parts.
Body parts.
Yeah.
in quantity to rate the film.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Someone else go first, and I'll pick up on.
Yeah.
Do you talk specifics?
I never went first.
We do. Yeah.
We do. We get a
so
little specific.
So okay, I'd say there's a number of scenes where I point and pump. I give it 2 point pumps and a boner.
Oh.
Out of
However you wanna.
That's fine.
pretty good.
That's good. Yeah,
I think
pretty
that's
good.
so far. This is an Oscar-winning movie. If you
Look, I just
No, not Oscar winning.
But this is what I'll say about this. Stallone looks pretty good in the movie. He looks pretty fit, looks
great.
tight,
Young.
taut.
Yeah.
Thick, solid, and tight, he does. But
He does.
the acting of everybody is horrible. And there are some really good actors in the movie. The acting of everybody is absolutely horrible. Watching it as an adult, I also noticed that it seemed like a gigantic world to me as a kid. It seems like it's just one tiny little set as an adult, and I was really disappointed by that. But
the
it's
scale of the movie.
the scale of the movie, you know. And so, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it 2 elbows out of.
Stallone punches a bomb through a wall.
All right, I'm gonna give it.
I'll rip it out of your body. And then he like does it.
I don't know what I give it. Listen, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up because it's fun to watch a bad movie with your friends.
Out
But
of
it's
what?
a bad movie. This is a bad movie.
Of course, it's awful. It's terrible.
Yes.
2 thumbs out of how many thumbs?
2 thumbs.
2 thumbs.
I can't put that much thought into it. It's just it's just really a bad movie, but I'm
What do you got,
enjoying
Zach?
watching it. I'm enjoying watching it
What
because
do you,
it's.
What do you think? How many body parts?
Well, I agree with Tony's sentiments. I think that it was great to me as a kid for I don't even know what, just because every movie that I saw was then the best movie that I'd ever seen. You know, walking out of the movie theater when I was a kid, maybe, and then when I rewatched it, when you reached out to me, I was just like,
Yeah.
damn, this is bad. So because of nostalgic sake, I'm just gonna give it a single point and pump.
So I really
Instead of 0.
I went way overboard.
Well, you've been
Well, I
working,
gave
you've
it
been
2
working
thumbs up.
hard.
I'm
You've
close
been
to-
working hard on it,
I'm
though.
close to that project.
You are close to the project. So we've got 3 point and pumps, a thumb, and 3 thumbs.
2 thumbs.
And you
you
gave it.
both of them.
Oh no, you gave it a boner.
gave
So
it a boner.
3 point and pumps, 1 boner, and 2 thumbs for the movie Daylight. If you don't wanna watch the movie Daylight, come on out to the Neo-Futurists
July
up in
28th,
Andersonville.
8 p.m. You should be there. You'll see these 2 strapping gentlemen just do a great job.
Just
Foolish
get
people we are.
silly,
Being real
getting
silly.
silly.
Let's close it out here. We're around about that time, anyways.
Oh, for sure.
So what we're gonna do?
Plenty of material.
Let's plug the shit we gotta plug and promote the shit we gotta promote, because that's the important part. Always support your local artists and your local businesses. Zach, what do you got?
Well, I have Daylight, July 28th at 8 p.m. at the Neo-Futurists.
I don't know if you guys heard.
What else you got?
I got after that, The Right Amount of Tequila Gorilla Tango starts the Saturday following that, actually, and runs every Saturday through August.
Any James
And
Mann on the
then,
BOTs?
James Mano and the BOTs will be at the store on August 7th.
Okay.
And then Tuesday nights at Finley Dunn's doing stand-up comedy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Funny enough, our guest tomorrow is going to be Pat Kent.
Who runs the open mic on
Runs the open
Tuesdays
mic,
that I
yes.
do, yeah.
Trevor, go for it.
Oh, what do I got going on?
I'll go first. We'll leave it at Trevor. Man Call Noon. Go to mancallnoon.com. We got a show at Hard Rock Cafe on August 20th. Please visit our YouTube page and our website. Listen to our songs, and if you like them, download them. And if you don't like them, I'll give them to you for free anyways, because we want to get the word out. 1 man, 2 beers, 3 questions, as we always do. Please support my friend shit. I love Neo-Futurists. I love James Mann and the BOTs. I love the Zach and Tony show. I like working with my friends. I like having a good time. And this is what we do. Trevor, go.
All right, so something separate from what we were talking about. A week before, the weekend prior to the film fest, the Neo-Futurists are doing a thing called the Neo-Futurist Kitchen Festival. It's the first time we've ever done this. It's a 5-day theater festival, and we have brought in guest artists from around the city and across the country to come in and do performances, hold workshops, have conversations, and it should be really, really exciting. There oh god, we'll edit this out so I don't sound so off. Bad. We have people from the Inconvenience, from Walkabout Theater Company, from Backroom Shakespeare, which is an incredible thing. People come together, perform a Shakespeare show, having never rehearsed it, having only learned the lines, never rehearsed it as a group.
Cool.
It's incredible. We have 2 features of our primetime shows. One of our primetime shows, Saturn Returns, which is opening in the fall. We have a preview of that, or like a showcase of that. We have a presentation of The Arrow, which is another long-form Neo-Futurist show that we're doing. We've got people coming in from Parlor Tapes. I think I said The Inconvenience already.
Yeah.
JVR Majesty, who's Joe Varisco, who runs Salon-a-thon. We're going to have a Salon-a-thon style performance. Damon Green, who teaches a Vogue workshop. We have a myriad of things happening, and I think you should definitely come check it out. $40 for the whole weekend. There's going to be food trucks. There's going to be booze, receptions. League of Chicago Theaters is going to be there. I think that's everything. There's a lot of stuff. Check it out on our website. So that was a long plug. But
No, it's not.
To get out.
Perfect plug. Trevor, where do you want to go for Neo-Futurists? Is it neofuturist.org?
Oh, yeah. You go to neofuturist.org,
Yeah.
and that's where you'll find stuff. You can find us on Facebook, and you'll see the stuff there. But, yeah, like us on Facebook, do all that shit.
Too Much Light makes the baby go blind is every Friday.
Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Friday at 11:30. Friday and Saturday, 11:30, and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Please like all of our Facebook pages and our Twitter pages. We got them. So, yeah, Zach and Tony Facebook page and Twitter page. Man Called Neo-Futurist. Let's do this. Enjoy your night.
Thanks,
Enjoy
guys.
your life.
Thanks
for
Trevor.
having me.
Trevor,
This has been great.
Absolutely.
Don't work too hard.
But keep on working. Is that what it was?
It was.
Don't work too hard, but don't stop working.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're carrying on
Cheers.
the
Love you.
hate,
Bye.
Carrying a grudge I got to lose. I don't want to get to the right. You're all screams in the night, but nothing is a return. Just the echo and what it learned. Oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the modern light. Well, oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the modern light. Into the car on the street, corner is where the rest of us meet. Hindsight is 20/20, but you're always mad dog when you're out of money. Before we get to the door, I long drag a smoke that I roll. Because outside the club, everyone's cool, it's quietly smug. Oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the morning light. Well, oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the morning light. Oh, fight, fight, fight. Oh, that's just life. I'm moving into the night, keeping out of all that light. Oh, the change of the rhythm, oh, the steps to my freedom. All the doubt that we face, all the will of our mistakes. That's the dark side of dawn. Sometimes letting go is holding on. Oh,